Good evening, Dan.
Morning, Mr. Tom. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing this evening?
Tremendous, thank you. Very relaxed.
I think I'm giving away the fact that it's the evening. That's a bit
Oh,
weird,
bugger.
isn't it?
Oh, fuck. We've giving the game away.
No, we're not recording at 6 o'clock in the morning like normal. I've also just remembered that I probably need some sort of aerodynamic assistance to get this thing rolled over so I can hit orbit.
As I hope you can tell from the mellow jazz in the background that I can hear, this is the chilled out episode of Nap Habits.
This is probably going to be quite a long one.
Oh yeah.
Probably not too much is going to happen in this one.
Yeah.
But
so, sorry.
I was going to say, but this is Kerbal Space Program on the PlayStation 4. Dan has watched me for about half an hour trying to design this monstrosity that hopefully we're going to be able to take to one of the moons and maybe even land on and come back from, if it all works.
We've got all night, baby.
Alright, well, maybe this is a two-parter.
I want to just take things back half a page.
Okay,
while you carry on. You know, because how many views did our last video get? The It's a Knockout video.
A sum total of fuck all.
Yeah, no views. So I think the problem is the video wasn't long enough. That's why.
Well, and
so we need...
and our fans really aren't interested in something like that.
It's a Knockout. Yes.
I mean, I can't imagine they're going to be much more interested in this. Really?
God no, because they're interested in the basketball.
Yeah.
But the total view, but the total view time for basketball is less than the length of the video.
Oh.
So basically, we're losing it, mate. We need to make long, boring space videos. That's
boring, spacey chat videos. Are we going? Should we just turn this into a Kerbal Space Program / Stellaris channel?
I think we should do that until views increase, and then we can perhaps get a bit of variety back in.
Okay, all right. Well, let's see what happens then. So, So, shall I give it a launch? I'll switch to sort of the cinematic.
3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1.
Hold on. Why has that happened? What? I was trying to. There we go. No, that one. Right, here we go. You do us a countdown, will you, mate? 3, 3, 3,
2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Blast off. There we go.
I'm going to have to put the UI back up in a second so I can actually see what's going on. But yeah, nice, long, chatty. You said you've got lots of stuff to talk about, movies, TV.
Shitloads. Before we get into that though, obviously this is a game. We've been doing these videos for nearly a year, and every time pretty much you say you've been playing the Space Program.
Yep.
So lots of people might be seeing this for the first time. I don't play this game, so I think it should be me explaining what it is.
Okay.
It's in a model of. It's very much like our solar system, isn't it? Almost the same, but with alien names.
Yes.
And this is the Earth, obviously, but not.
Yep. This is Kerbal. Or Kerbin. Sorry.
Kerbin.
Yeah.
And instead of humans, you've got the little green characters, like in the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah, that's Jeb.
So you build a rocket using very realistic components and sort of engineering.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, the engine's still there, so we should be all right. Because we're almost out. Oh no, that's fine. It just for some reason it made explosions. And it didn't. I don't think it really needed to. We're almost in space, to be fair.
Well done. Escaped Earth,
which is pretty good. And we got loads of Delta V, so we might back over to the map screen. Let's get our periapsis out a little bit. This thing here, or is that apoapsis? Apoapsis. Highest point on your orbit, because we're not actually in orbit yet.
And then it's this, isn't it? It's it's a space physics simulator, isn't it?
Yeah. That's
rockets. explore the solar system, complete missions,
do research, take science, explore. And this is what mode is this in? This is in science mode. So there's no money involved in the space program, but you are collecting science. So I haven't got the science tree unlocked, so there's still lots of parts to unlock. But I restarted playing this today, so this is a pretty fresh save with maybe like 2-3 hours into my science mode. Let's just try and get a circular orbit, shall we? Yeah, try and make it look like I know what I'm doing. Here we go. So it's time warp up here.
Looking good. So you're trying to get to the moon, land, and then return. Is that the?
Yep, that is the plan. Okay. But I'm not going to So one of the big difference at this point in the game is that Kerbal actually has 2 moons. It has one which is an analogue of our actual moon, which is quite hard to land on, which is the one that you can see in the distance. If I do that, the Mun over there, which is quite hard to land on because it's got quite a big gravity well, and it's awkward to land on. And then there's another one which is quite a lot further out, but actually takes a lot less effort and fuel to land on, because it's much smaller and has a much lower gravity, so it's a lot easier to land on, a lot easier to get off of. So we're going for Minmus, the outer moon.
Right. Is Minmus visible from Kerbal? Of course it is.
Sometimes, yeah. You have to catch it at the right right precession, I think is the right way.
I think that was a pretty daft question, sorry, because of course it would be.
Well, no, because not all moons in the game are viewable from orbit around the planet. So if I do that, if I have so it should actually be sort of out here. It's probably just sort of beyond the horizon.
Yeah.
But yeah, here we go. We are sort of en route. We've got 439 meters per second of delta V in the main stage. So what we'll do is we'll zoom out. We will select Minmus as our target, and now I've got to play around with the maneuver nodes to try and work out how to get an encounter with it. So that's pretty close. pretty close off the bat there.
Nice one.
Let's see about doing that maybe. No, that's not worked. Bring it in a bit, out a bit. So part of the problem, that's why. There we go. So just a little tab. There we go. Right. So if I burn at the next point for the right amount of time, that should put us on a course to intercept with Minmus. So we
go
might,
on then.
Well, we're going.
Yeah. What's that dotted line?
That is our estimated trajectory.
Not the yellow one, the straight one.
So Minmus is on a slightly eccentric orbit around the planet. So if you see the Mun is on like a very flat plane around the planet. Yep. Minmus is on sort of quite a slanted. I think it's off by. In fact, if I zoom in, it is off by 3.3 degrees off of the 90-degree axis of the planet. So you have to make a inclination change to intercept with it. So part of the reason why I'm trying to burn from here is because this means you have to make the least amount of change. If you burn from here, you've then got to try and like push it all the way up to there. So to try and preserve fuel, you just want to be going at the sort of optimal. You have to learn quite a bit about orbital dynamics and physics to be able to play this game. But we should be absolutely in there.
But so the straight line emanating from the little green icon,
is like a
straight line.
Yeah, this straight line, is like an inclination line, so it gives you an idea. And it also, you can see there's one over there as well. So they're lines actually to the point where it is at a 0 degree inclination from where you are. So if you could time it properly, which I might actually do, because we've got a couple of minutes until this manoeuvre node comes round, and because I'm going to have to change engine halfway through the burn, I'm just going to push it a bit closer to there and see if we get... that's an even better encounter. There we go. So we pushed it out a bit, and we should be getting an even better encounter. Because ideally, what you want to do is you want to be coming in from the opposite side of whatever it is you're going to be wanting to hit. So previously, my trajectory line was inside its orbit, so I would have had to capture and then spin opposite. Coming this way, I can hopefully capture and use the gravity to assist me into an orbit. If that makes sense. Any good at orbital physics?
Barely. No, not at all. Anything else that you need to explain here, or can you tell me what else you've been playing this week, or any other business?
So playing this week, I've been playing Dirt 2.0 a bit.
Of course, lovely.
Because that's my other video gamey hobby at the moment. Been watching Georgie play a lot of Fall Guys, because she's now playing that instead of Overcooked, which is very pleasant.
Nice for a change, isn't it?
And today I watched Rose play Minecraft for like 45 minutes or so as well, which was quite nice. I quite like watching a child play Minecraft. It's quite entertaining.
Yeah, I bet. Anything to report from any of those?
No, fuck all.
Fuck all.
Fuck all, yeah. Rose is just obsessed with spawning animals in Minecraft. Still, she just makes like basically a zoo, which is quite pleasant, really. Can't object to that.
No.
Georgie's getting consistently better at Fall Guys. She keeps on getting to almost to the point where she wins and then just loses it completely on the penultimate
she
level.
Never won one.
No, none of us have ever won one. We're still waiting for our first crown on Fall Guys.
It'll come.
Yeah, it'll come, especially if she keeps at it. She's pretty good at stuff like that. She will get it eventually. And then what else have we done? We watched that social media documentary on Netflix, the name of which escapes me. What's it called? The Social Dilemma, I think it's called, on Netflix.
Oh, I'm heard of it.
Sure, you will have seen it advertised.
I've not been on Netflix for a little while for reasons I'll go into later. So continue. It was a documentary.
Yeah, it's a documentary about how social media fucks you over, basically. There's a very good quote from somebody, I don't know who. It says there's only 2 types of industries that call you users: social media and drug dealers.
That probably stands up, yeah.
Yeah. That's the only 2 industries that describe people as users.
My dad is a, what do we call it, Tom? Social carer?
Yeah, social care, yeah.
He calls his service users, but they're not users, are they?
No, they're service users. That's different.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's a different kettle of fish altogether, isn't it?
Oh, Tom, that was an exciting little stage separation.
Yeah,
you didn't give that any build up.
Oh, sorry. So we've separated. So we are now in the final stage. So hopefully this is going to be a direct ascent module back to Kerbin, or I'm going to.
Can we see the craft? Is now a good time to look at the craft? It's like a command module on the top and a service module behind.
Yeah, with just a butt ton of fuel, a few landing legs, and some science stuff, and some batteries in there as well.
All right.
So let's have a quick look. I need to keep an eye on this screen now. Oh no! Damn it!
What happened?
I've overshot a tad.
Oh.
But because we're in the right sort of spot and we've got the control, we should be able to just dab it back in a little bit. Just a little bit, and no, for some reason it doesn't like it. So what we'll have to do is set another maneuver node, but as I say, we should have plenty of fuel to get this done.
All right. So
we just need to. Oh, there we go.
So what are the headlines from the social media documentary as far as you're concerned?
Well, I feel like I didn't really learn too much from it, because I'm quite aware of how addictive and bad social media is for people, myself included. I like most people, I turn my phone on in the morning and flick through Facebook and then flick through YouTube, and when I had Twitter I used to flick through Twitter and Instagram and all those things, and it's basically the fact that all these social media companies are basically just developing algorithms to produce an addictive response to their product. And then from that they then sell advertising to you. But what I didn't know, which they talk about quite a lot, is the fact that the whole purpose of these algorithms is to change your behavioural pattern. So not only are they making you addicted to it, they're also trying to make you addicted to the products that they're advertising.
What do you mean, the products as in that advertise on the social media thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
The idea is that the social media companies basically want to be able to say to their advertisers, well, you put an advertiser on with us and we can guarantee that 75% of the people that we advertise to will click that link. From that, 50% of those people will explore your site, and 25% of those people will purchase something from you.
Yeah, like you say, it's not really any news here, is there? It's pretty bloody obvious what they're doing.
It's pretty obvious, but it is because the documentary is all with people that used to work for Facebook and Twitter and stuff. They're sort of insiders who really know what the crack is. Like one of the guys who's quite big in the documentary was the guy that co-invented the Facebook like button. That's like his claim to fame. And
would you recommend people watch it?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting.
Okay.
As I say, like I don't think I really learned anything new from it, but I can't say that other people wouldn't. There's Minmus up there. That's where we're going.
Oh yeah, lovely.
That little speck. That's where we've come from, and that's the other moon.
So we are. Did I just see 5 days into the mission now?
9 days.
9 days.
9 days. 4 hours 6 minutes into the mission.
Shit. Long un. Is it just Jebediah on this one, or has he got a crew?
No, it's just Jeb. Just Jeb on his lonesome. We haven't unlocked the other like command modules that can hold more people.
Okay.
So we're just ticking along with that.
So you've covered off your games. You've mentioned a doco. Any other games? Should I tell you about my games?
No other games. I did also watch with Georgie Away. on Netflix as well, which is like a dramatised first people to land on Mars series, which is quite good.
Quite good, you say?
Yes, quite good. It's not excellent. It has its issues.
Yes, I've heard this. I looked at the ad for it and read the one sentence introduction as to what it was, and I thought, no thanks. Sounds a bit too. A bit too drama-y to me.
It is a bit soap opera-y, yes.
Yeah.
But it was not soap opera-y enough where I hated it, and it was just soap opera-y enough for the wife to like it. So it was quite a good sort of halfway point.
Sure.
What have you been watching?
Oh, an absolute shit ton since last we talked about it. I mean, it's been weeks.
Oh, I suppose
weeks
so, yeah.
since
we last actually talked about it, yeah.
Yeah, so I have kept a list. But I'll talk about my games first. You haven't got any other games to cover off?
No, I don't think so. No,
I
can remember.
Still rocking the Football Manager most days. Still defending that treble, but went out of the Champions League today. So that's gone. The treble's gone.
Not much chance of defending the treble then.
No, still in the FA Cup, still top of the league. So that's good. 2025 looks like could be a double year, maybe.
Double better than a none.
A single or a nothing, exactly. But it could still be nothing. You know, it's not set in stone yet. So last week we played It's a Knockout.
Yep, we did.
And then we moved on to Sniper Elite.
Oh yes, we did, didn't we? Yeah, I forgot about that.
We had to go on that same level again, and it was great.
Over and over again, just that one level.
But we need to do it again and commit to reloading from the start.
Yes, we do.
So I'm not accepting it if you can just reload.
No, and we also I'm assuming we're thinking of doing a video for it as well. Is that right?
Of course.
Yeah. So
why not?
We also need to just play it on hard mode as well, because whenever we've played it before for the videos, we set it down to baby's first sniper game, and it's
normal. It's not easy.
Good, is it?
No, it's not. But it's normal, not easy.
Yeah.
To be clear. So there was that, and I was pretty smashed by the time we finished that, and I went on to Bound. Yeah, Bound.
Yeah, Bound. You said you completed it.
I did. I finally completed it. I got it. I think it was in the second PS Plus subscription malarkey, like 2 years ago, or however long.
Yeah.
3 years ago now.
I see. I can't.
Did you ever play Bound?
I can't remember it.
You didn't play it?
No, I don't think so. Or if I did, I might have turned it on. You know, played it for a couple of minutes, decided that I wasn't interested.
I wouldn't blame you for that. There's one where it's all about you're a ballerina, you do ballet moves, and it's like a platformer.
Oh yeah, no, I do remember that. Yeah, I gave it. I think I played the first sort of 20 minutes or so, and just decided it wasn't for me, and uninstalled it.
Yeah, you're quite right to do that, because there was very little challenge. I'm looking at the achievements. It's supposed to be about speed running it.
Okay.
But I'm not interested in that. It was a fascinating. There were this bit working out. It was clear that it was meant to represent something else. What was going on? There were these monsters, like this big monster that would appear, and then between each level, the most incredible thing it did was, you know, like video games, they can tell a story in a unique way, can't they?
Yes.
Because you're controlling it and you're moving through it, and that's what it would do. Is you'd walk through a doorway, it would switch from third person, like most of the platforming, into first person. You would walk through a doorway, and it would just be, you were just surrounded by what looked like pieces of ash falling from the sky.
Okay.
And as you moved through it, the scene was uncovered, and it was a 3D scene of this family. And there was always a very distressing thing, like people would be crying, or someone would be walking out, or the parents would be having an argument. And as it went on, you pieced together it was about the breakdown in these parents' relationship. But it was just the way that you kind of explored their home.
Seen through like a child's eyes.
Well, exactly it. You are one of the children in this scene, and between each level, you go back to being the child as an adult on a beach, pregnant, the girl, Just flicking through like her drawing book from when she was a kid, and she used to draw her parents as monsters fighting.
Okay.
And then you dive into one of the drawings, which is like the mad platforming thing, and her ballet and her dancing is like the way that she defeats the demons and the monsters that come for her. It's all a bit la-di-da and poncy, obviously,
but it's a different way of telling a story.
Yes, and unveiling those scenes I found very moving, and as a parent who's quite a sensitive person, thinking about like...
Yeah, you are a bit of a pansy, yeah.
Yeah. It didn't, I wouldn't say, I wasn't like bawling my eyes out, but it was good. Anyway, I'm glad it's finished, and I'm glad I never have to play it again.
I think you're more emotionally connected to yourself than I am.
Don't know, mate.
I reckon so.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Then
I finally got back onto Uncanny Valley. Did you ever play that?
No, I don't think so.
Again, PS Plus job. I started it ages ago and then left it for ages, and I'm back on it now. It's a 2D thing with like 8-bit graphics. You're a security guard at a company. You've moved to this remote town to get away from your previous life, and you're like, there's about 3 people there that you can actually interact with, and you work out that this shut down lab was working on some bad juju, and you keep getting eaten by zombies and waking up in your bed.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't play that, no.
Yeah, it's quite very interesting, and like every time you go into it you try something different, and sometimes you wake up in this bar in the toilet and there's it's just mad kind of
that sounds really entertaining, actually.
I would recommend you have a look at it. Yeah, Uncanny Valley.
I like the sort of retro style of 8-bit, 32-bit games.
Yeah, it's probably 16, more 32 than 16-bit. It's 16-bit graphics. Yeah.
I like those sort of retro style ones. I've had a bit. I have played a bit more of Party Hard.
Of course.
I got the other day for whatever it was, $1.99 or $2.99 on the PlayStation sale. Still stuck on that first level, but I know how to do it now. It's just that I got to I had one last person to murder, and I got caught by the Rozzers. So I got failed for that, obviously. Pardon me.
But I noticed you got a trophy on it.
Yeah, I think that was for getting caught on the last person.
All right.
I think you get a trophy for getting caught murdering when you only have one person left to murderize.
Well, we'll have a look at this game at some point. Hopefully.
So what have you been playing? Anything else?
Me and Poppy had to go on Journey. We've started climbing the mountain now, which I think is the last bit. I get the feeling it's the last bit.
From what I remember of my journey through Journey, going up the mountain is towards the end of the game, yeah.
Yeah, it's suggested that it would be.
I played through Journey with Rose when we first got Journey on the PS4, with just her watching. She just absolutely loved watching it. Because Journey is another example of a video game that tells a story in a very different way. It's all environmentally told. There's no speech or anything. It's all just music and what you can see.
Trying to work out what the crack is.
Yeah, it's a beautiful game. Really
very nice.
Beautiful game. Right.
So that, and then a bit of. Oh, sorry, go on. We're doing some gamey stuff.
Well, yeah. So. If you've been following, I'm now in orbit around Minmus, and I'm just trying to work out. I think I'm going to try and land on these flats here. So luckily I've got it sort of turned up. Just trying to work out if I want to do it on this pass or the next one. I think probably the next one is probably going to be better.
Why?
Because what I can do is if I burn at my apoapsis, which is the highest point over here, it takes a lot less fuel to drop this down, but then I'll be coming in quite fast, so I'm not sure. Well, I don't know. You carry on chatting. We'll have a flyover our landing site, which is coming up here. I'll work out whether or not I think I can do it. But yeah, so you played Journey with Poppy.
Yeah, and then Assassin's Creed Syndicate has been continuing. So, films. Since I last talked to you about films, I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 films.
Whoa, that's a lot of films. Are these all new films to you?
One of them I'd seen before. The rest are all new to me. Fine. When I was over at my...
Yeah,
I took Poppy over to see my dad. Me and I had two nights at my dad's house, actually.
Lovely.
And I said to him, "Oh, The Damned United is on iPlayer. You'd love that. It's about Brian Clough." And he was like, "No, I don't like football." And I said, "Go on, you'll like this. It's really it's good character based." I
thought your dad loved football.
No, he doesn't like it at all.
I thought he was always... I always seem to... I don't know why, I always thought it was your dad that got you into football.
No. Nobody really got me into football. Just,
sorry, Gary, for blaming you for him watching football all the fucking time. In my head, it's been his fault, mate.
No, he's not. He dislikes it. He actually dislikes it.
Oh, okay.
But I said, "You'll like it. Come on, it really makes you evokes the 70s. Michael Sheen's excellent in it. The story's great. The acting's great. The dialogue's great." And yeah, he loved it. If it's still on there, you should bloody watch it, man. It's one of my all-time faves. This would be the third or fourth time I've seen The Damned United. Yeah.
Okay. So
Brian Clough's a hilarious. Brian Clough's a hilarious character, anyway.
Was Brian Clough? Was he the one who played for Nottingham Forest as well?
Oh, now you're asking. I don't think he ever played for Nottingham Forest. I might be completely bloody wrong there, but he managed Nottingham Forest.
Where is Clough Way? Why do I remember there being a Clough
Probably
Way
Nottingham
somewhere?
Forest. He won back-to-back European Championships as manager of Nottingham Forest. So
right, okay, because obviously I did live in Nottingham for 5 years.
Right.
So that's probably why. Okay.
This is not about that. This predates that. This
when he was an actual footballer, not a manager.
No, this is when he was a manager, but before Nottingham Forest.
Oh, okay. All right then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we watched that, and then we watched a film which you recommended on this channel ages ago.
Ooh, what film?
And I was desperate to see it then, and I was delighted when he said it was on Sky, whatever their documentary channel is.
Oh, okay.
Apollo 11. Apollo 11.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
So I actually, because when I was talking about, I fucked that up, didn't I? Because I was actually talking about Apollo 13, but I have seen Apollo 11, the documentary. It's amazing. That's the one.
When were you talking about Apollo 13?
I mentioned it, but I said...
No, you told me about the document. Oh, did you say Apollo 13?
Yeah. No, well, no. Oh. I think I was getting my wires crossed. I think I said that I'd seen Apollo 11 that week, meaning that I'd actually watched the Tom Hanks film Apollo 13, but I've also seen the documentary Apollo 11, which is the one where it's all just clips from actual TV. There's no voiceover or anything. It's all
mate.
Just...
You recommended that to me on here. You said you watched it with Rose.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I did watch it with Rose. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I thought that sounds bloody brilliant. And then he said it was on, and I thought, oh, I should definitely watch that then.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
Excellent, yeah, a way to inspire a bit of pride in humanity. That.
And it's just so well made, and you get to know everybody more.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll take those two off my list.
Yeah, wonderful. So
how's the mission going?
You with 13 movies, is it? To tell me about.
Well, we might not cover them all tonight. I'll just take them off this list. Do you tell us how the mission's going?
So we've had a bit of a flyover. I'm pretty certain that's where we want to land at. It's just whether or not this rotates out of... No, we should be all right. We should be okay. Oh, no, it has rotated. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do a bit of time warping round so that we've got the right approach.
So we're going for the second...
Yeah, so we're going round again.
Okay.
Because what we want is we want one of these flat planes to land on, but obviously the moon is rotating as well as I'm orbiting. So what's happened is that those planes have actually moved out of alignment with where I wanted to land, which is at the periapsis here, which is our lowest point. I need that to be over a plane when I'm here. So I'm just going to do some time warping round to try and get the right. I see this is looking, these ones here. This looks like it could be doable. Over here, maybe on the next orbit we can get that.
All right. Sort of halfway between gaming and not gaming, I have started gambling some money on the football.
Ooh, wow.
Tiny amounts to try and build up.
Yeah. Well,
I want to make £300 in a year. That's my goal.
I do like having a bet on sports. I'm sure I've mentioned on this channel before that back in the day when I used to watch Formula 1 religiously, I used to have the bet at the beginning of the season for the Constructors and World Championship win.
Don't remember, did you? You said about that.
Yeah, I used to. It was only like £1 each year that I used to put on, but I would pick which constructor and who I thought was going to win each year, and that way it sort of kept me involved in the season, you know, wanting almost always Kimi Räikkönen to win was what I was putting a bet on, but not always Kimi to win Kimi's team to win the championship. But the bet was a two-part bet, so it would only pay out if I got both of them right.
How did that go?
Never won.
But it kept you interested?
Yeah, it kept me interested, kept me entertained, kept me wanting to watch Formula 1.
That's always been my objective in the past as well. Betting on football has been like, it's a Sunday, you're watching a few games of football, you don't really care about the results, so you bet on something, so you've got something to cheer for.
Exactly.
Whereas this is purely, I got very lucky. I randomly played using a voucher on Tombola and won 300 and something pounds in one go. Yeah, just by complete luck. So me and Nat were like, oh, we're going to go on holiday, we're going to have a night out, we're going to go stay at a B&B. No, we've just frittered it away on nothing. But I said, I'm reinvesting £10 into the gambling market. And this time next year, I want another £300.
And you're actually going to use it for something?
Well, whatever. I don't care. I just want another £300 delivery at the end of next summer. Okay. So I've put it to a tenner in, and I'm just betting tiny amounts on ridiculously likely things, like that there will be a goal scored in a certain match.
Yes.
And I'm making a few p at a time. Like every day I need to make 70 pence. And I'm slightly behind that target at the moment, but then
I bet some days you can make like 90 pence. So...
Well, as we get closer to the halfway point in the year, it's going to get easier and easier, assuming I continue to win, which I have been so far. So I've always got half of what's in my account is banked and cannot be touched.
Yeah.
3/4 of the other half I have to bet whenever there's football on something incredibly likely. Like I bet tonight that Chelsea would beat Barnsley in the League Cup.
Oh, I mean that's a bit of a punt, isn't it?
Surely... Well, they're 5-0 up at the moment.
so you just Barnsley.
Yes, and I think I'll get 10p on that, and then there's a couple of other ones as well.
I didn't even realise Barnsley had a football team.
Yeah. So I'm gradually going through average 80p a day. £300 at the end of the year. Hopefully, I'll keep you updated on that.
Yeah, do.
TV. The reason my TV has gone into the toilet. Me and Natalie have been watching MasterChef Australia every autumn since, well, for about 10 years. Yeah, about 10 years. Yeah. We had a year off last year.
Really?
For some reason we weren't able to get it. We didn't watch it. But now it's back, series 12. And they've got 3 new judges, which I was very upset about when I found out, because I loved the old judges. But what they've also done is all 25 contestants are people who have finished in the top 10 in the previous years. So it's like the greatest
so it's
hits.
like the runners-up round.
Yeah, it's all the greatest hits, people you know and love from the last 10 years are all in fighting it out against each other. It's
excellent, yes. So does that make up for the change of judges then, do you reckon?
It does. It does. Yeah, and I'm slowly getting used to the judges.
You can live with it.
Yeah, I miss the old guys, but whatever.
So on that note, me and Georgie watched the first episode of the new season of Great British Bake Off this evening before I came online to play with you.
Yeah.
And yeah, that has all changed a bit. It's obviously Mel and Sue left quite a long time ago. What was her name? Barker. Was it? No.
Toxvig.
Toxvig has finished. And has been replaced by Matt Lucas. I don't normally find that funny, but he's doing a good job in that first episode, and they've still got Noel Fielding, so I can live with it. And it's just quite nice, you know. I just in this weird old world that we're living in at the moment, where everything seems to be going to hell in a handbasket, it is quite nice to just whack on an episode of the Great British Bake Off once a week and watch that.
If that's how you roll, mate. I mean, I'm dead against cooking programs.
But you've just been saying how much you fucking love MasterChef.
Yeah, it's
I
different,
don't like
though,
cooking
honestly.
programs, mate. I don't like cooking programs. But I
MasterChef
fucking love
Australia.
MasterChef.
MasterChef Australia is a different ball game. It's good. It's good watching.
Yeah, all right, mate.
No, I don't care what you're watching. I'm just happy that you're watching something you enjoy.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. You know,
no,
it's no Apollo 11. It's not worth going out of your way to watch it. But again, you know, me and Georgie have been watching Bake Off pretty much since it started, which is like 10, 11 years ago or something stupid like that. So, you know.
So it's kind of your thing.
Yeah, a little bit.
One of your things.
Yeah, one of our things, along with
that and Overcooked
that we no longer watch.
Overcooked and Brexit negotiations.
Yeah, and the news, because that is
the news
always on in our house.
Tom, we're half a click from touching down on your mum.
And now we are trying to balance the thrust with gravity. So if you see in the middle thing, you've got surface meters per second. We need to be landing on the surface of this. So at 0 meters, we need to be doing about 1 meter per second to not bounce off. So now it's just a case of balancing the thrust and the gravity between each other, which can take quite a long time. But there is a shadow underneath us. We are coming in, and hopefully in a minute, and we've still got well over half of our fuel left in this stage, so we should be able to go home at the end of it.
Well,
fingers crossed.
You say that, but we've only got 11 minutes before we need to say goodbye to the boys and girls.
Oh my god. Well, maybe we can get down then. Maybe we can get down and plant a flag.
Let's just go till the timer says we have to fuck it off.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. Getting home often takes a lot less time than getting there, because you can be a bit more gung-ho, because there's an atmosphere around Kerbal which will slow you down when you land.
A nice, soft, squishy atmosphere.
Yeah. That's quite a nice view. So we've got a view of the Mun's surface. On the horizon, there is...
Not Mun, mate.
Oh, sorry, Minmus's surface. There is the Mun on the horizon and Kerbal up there.
That's beautiful, mate.
So we got a...
Jebediah's going to come in his pants when he sees that.
Yeah, got a nice little... Unfortunately, the little... That's his little crew hatch to look out of. So he can't see that.
Facing the wrong way.
Yeah, could spin him.
Unlucky lad.
Spin him round.
Oh, well
so
done, mate. That's better.
There we go.
Good.
Spin him round so he can have a look. There we go. Drop that down a little bit, because we are basically not dropping
very
anymore.
Low.
So that's fine, because we can burn off speed quite quickly if we need to. Just gonna a little bit just to stop us from sort of free falling towards the surface. Getting quite close now. It's a balancing act. Yeah, we can do 2 meters per second, that's pretty good.
Down we go.
Yes, this is looking likely.
And dead.
Not quite. There we go. We are down.
Nice one, mate. Congratulations.
That was very soft, wasn't it? There we go.
One small step for a Kerbal.
Well, let's get him outside then. Zoom in. Let go. Oh, there we go. Put your jetpack on, mate, so you don't just fall down. We can go and. There we go. Oh, so from the actual surface, you can't see the mun.
Oh, it's obscured by
the horizon.
Rock.
Oh, fuck's sake. Well, may as well scrub the fucking mission. Let's just go home, shall we? Let's do a plant a flag. I've got a shit flag though. It's a boring flag.
Bit dark.
Edit the name to we'll call it Nap Habit as well.
Obs. Mission Nap Habit 1.
Yeah, Nap Habit 1. Take that. Edit plaque is that.
This is a momentous moment, mate. Don't fuck it up. Classic.
Hold on. Yeah?
And another E on the end.
Yeah? Hold on.
Don't worry. Oh, yeah.
Another E on the end. Oh, yeah. That's
nice.
it. There we go. That's my dyslexia kicking in. There we go.
Don't worry about it. Looks lovely, mate.
And we will also do a surface sample as well, because I am trying to get science for my science mode.
You said it was a science mode. So is that it then? You just click do science and he does it?
Well, I don't think that actually did it. Take surface sample, because he normally has a little animation. Oh.
X.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I did take it. Yeah. No, you keep the experiment. Right. And then it's basically off back home. But how long have we got left on the old video? On the timer?
We have nearly 7 minutes till we need to start saying goodbye. So yeah, plenty of time.
So we could start heading home then, couldn't we?
Yeah. Exactly.
Let's have can I do anything else while I'm here? I'll take an EVA report as well. You feel a bit like a superhero when you jump in the low gravity. Yeah, you do. I'll jump in the low gravity to show you. We do not enter orbit. So technically you can get back into orbit just using your jetpack.
All right.
From here, the gravity is that low. Ooh, there we go. Hence the reason I haven't got any ladders on this machine that I brought with me.
Because you've got a jetpack.
Yeah. Don't need it. Even if I fell from the hatch, I still wouldn't need a ladder. You can fall from the hatch to the ground and it wouldn't hurt you at all. So
we're just going to burn out here.
Basically, yeah, we're just going to throttle up.
Off we go. Beautiful.
Yeah. I want to see. So 90 degrees, which is equatorial, is about here. much thrust. You can basically just point pretty much flat. Give it a burn. Stop it there. Just make sure that I'm not going to fly into any mountains.
I'll update my TV list, mate.
Yeah, carry on then.
So that because it's just going to be MasterChef for the next few weeks.
Well, at least you're honest.
Chelsea are 6-0 up against Barnsley now.
Fucking hell. Well, I think you're definitely getting that 10p, aren't you?
Yeah, and also my other bet, Olympiacos have just scored against Ammonia, which I knew they would, so I bet a couple of quid on it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so Narcos Mexico finished the latest series of that. Bloody excellent. If you haven't seen it, although I think we've talked about this before, and there's a bit too many subtitles for me to really recommend to anybody. Too limited to liking. No.
I just didn't get into Narcos either, and I'm assuming that Narcos, whatever you just said, Mexico, is more of the same sort of story. None of it's as good as the original Narcos with Pablo Escobar. That was the best. Well, yeah, Pablo Escobar is a legendary figure as well, isn't he? So
yeah, but Narcos Mexico, very good as well. Finished off the Sinner Series 3, so I've now seen all of that.
Yeah.
Again, hard to recommend, but it is very good. It's very watchable.
Is The Sinner the one with the woman on the beach at the beginning? Yes. Well, I did start watching that, and I think I might have watched the whole of season 1. But I don't think I loved it.
Fair dues. But with any sort of mystery type thing, it compels you as you carry on along.
Yeah. Did you watch the OA when that was on?
Yeah,
on Netflix?
I've seen all the OA, and I'm gutted that they stopped it where they did.
Again, I've only seen season 1. So I don't know how much more they did after.
They did another series.
Yeah.
And it ended in a very, very interesting place, and now they're not making any more.
Oh, wonderful. What a disappointment.
Yeah, but the OA was fascinating as well.
Yeah, the OA was, that did hold my attention.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't seen it, it's about she's an angel of some sort, isn't she?
Yeah, or at least in season 1 she believes she's an angel. I don't think in season 1, towards the end of season 1 you find out that there are loads of people with her power, or there are a few people with the same sort of powers as her.
Yeah, when you start saying she's an angel, she has powers, I think that's going to turn a lot of people off. But the interesting thing is about what's his name? Isaac.
Yeah, I think that's his name.
What's the actor called? Jason Isaacs' character. He kidnaps all these people and stores them in like a hamster cage in his basement.
Yeah. It's the same guy who played what's his name on? Yeah, Lorca on Discovery. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't spoil series 2, but something very interesting happens with him at the end of series 2.
Okay.
Anywho, oh god, Crashing. Have you ever seen or heard of the TV series Crashing?
Nope.
Right.
What's that about?
I will tell you. Have you seen Jesus Christ, my brain's gone.
No, I haven't seen Jesus Christ, Your Brain Going. No. What's that about?
Sorry, I'm just going to have to Google it quickly.
There we go. Right, so we should be on a... Yeah, we should be... Just going to time warp forwards, because theoretically... We should be. Yeah,
Fleabag. Have you seen Fleabag?
So I've seen bits and bobs of Fleabag. Yeah, Georgie loves it. I have no objection to it at all. I think it's very funny. I just haven't watched it in order.
Well, it's very good. But Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who writes and stars in Fleabag, has also written and starred in something called Crashing, which predates Fleabag, and it's slightly more crude.
Okay.
Fleabag's quite a sort of, I'd say, it's more spiritual. I don't know, maybe.
Fleabag's, is she like a sex addict or something?
Yeah. Yeah, but that's not really what it's about. She is, but it's not as well.
Yeah, we've got 5 minutes left. The thing's just, stream things just told me.
Clock that. So in Crashing, they live in a shared occupancy in an abandoned hospital in London. There's like a big mixture of funny characters, about 6 or 7 main characters in this abandoned hospital. But what it's really about is this love triangle between a guy and his fiancée, who's quite straight-laced, and then Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character, who's like his oldest friend, but there's an enormous amount of sexual tension between them, and she's really outgoing and funny and witty, and it's about this love triangle and how it gets on. And
is she basically playing herself again, though?
It could almost be Fleabag again.
Yeah,
almost.
Because I get
it's very similar.
From what I've seen of Fleabag, she basically, it doesn't seem like she's acting too much. She's obviously like accentuating all the stuff. That's not how she's actually behaving, but it seems like she's basically playing herself, but like a version of herself. Yeah, an enhanced version of herself.
Yeah, I think that's excellent writing. And Crashing's the same, but it's really funny. But there's only 6 tragically short episodes on. It's on Channel 4 on demand, and it's on Netflix as well. And there's only 6 episodes, but it's really funny and worth a watch, and quite moving as well at some point.
Ask Georgie if she wants to watch that then.
Yeah. Right, 3 minutes to go. We need to tell everybody that they should like our video, comment on our video, subscribe to our channel, and if they have anything extended that they'd like to tell us or ask or get us to discuss, then they should email naphabit@gmail.com.
Yep, that's all of that. Yeah. I'm hoping that we might be able to land this.
I'm scared of you letting it just end the video for us.
Yeah, no, I want to finish it when it comes up with. So I think we've got about 2 minutes remaining. When it comes up with the 1 minute reminder, I'm going to say a quick goodbye and save it, no matter where we are. Because I don't want to trust it. I mean, this is the sort of video where it's going to go wrong because we've been filming for fucking almost an hour, chatting good pointless chat.
And I like the way the first 20 minutes was complicated stuff about orbits, which is bound to put off the softcore.
But there's no way Jimmy's going to be having a right fucking pop.
He will not stand for that.
What are you doing, lads? Just put the fucking NBA back on, you cunts. Fucking wind your neck in, will you?
I didn't realise he cared so much about the games. I thought everyone was in this for the blabber.
I thought it was for the blabber as well, but well, I think this will be the test, won't it? Because this has been good blabber with a very, very boring game for people to watch.
Exactly.
Although I do hope that you've enjoyed watching a bit of Kerbal Space Program. Because
yes, thoroughly.
I genuinely think this is the sort of game that you would enjoy, but it does take a lot of time input into it.
I will never get this. No.
I think that's perfectly fair.
I would have played this when I was 16 or 15, but not now.
But whereas this is like, rather than playing Call of Duty. Oh no, 1 minute. Right. Well, like, comment, subscribe, email us at naphabit@gmail.com, and what else is there? Like, comment, and subscribe, and good night, everyone. Happy napping. You got anything to say?
Happy napping.